This team, Granada and Livermore Little Leagues, based right here where we're playing this game. They represent the West and take on a tough North Dakota team that, well, last year was one win away from Williamsport, and now they're one win away from going to the U.S. Championship game in the Little League Intermediate Baseball World Series. Jack Dahlman gets the ball to start this game for North Dakota. Fargo Little League. He's the guy that sits in the same spot in the dugout. I think we're going to see a lot of that from him as he's the pitcher, which is typically a pitcher superstition. As the first pitch hits the outside part of the zone, we are underway in our final game on Wednesday night. Winner to the U.S. Championship, as Cruz Charbonneau leads it off for the West.
Could this game be as good as our last game we had, the international game between South Korea and Puerto Rico? Wow.
Puerto Rico getting a 2-1 win to send themselves into the international championship. It's outside on Charbonneau. 82 degrees as we get things going in the shadows. Dancing across the field in this evening game. So, Wes, some high fly balls could pose some trouble for the fielders out there.
Well, they have been, because the wind has been swirling here the entire week.
Soft ground ball right side. Weisbeck, the second baseman, gets him just in time. Charbonneau doesn't get there in time, and I think our first play, we're going to see our first review.
Why not? Both teams, if you're just joining us for the first time, and both teams per game will get 2 reviews. If they are correct, they will retain it. If they're incorrect, they will lose it.
I think I see the sign guys.
There's West manager Mike Savello, who, West, typically in the past for this tournament, he's been a PA announcer up here in the booth. Now he gets a chance to potentially send his team to the United States Championship.
Well, we're going to take a look at Weisbeck over to Kalbrenner. And where's the ball? Where's the foot? Great camera. Wow.
It's looking like Charbonneau beat it out.
Foot looks. Once you cannot see the ball in the glove.
Whew, that's close. Foot's on the bag right there.
Well, again,
that is,
well,
call on the field was out, so enough evidence.
I'm not sure there's enough here to overturn this, because sign guys out in right field, and sign guys are 3 gentlemen. They'll sit under a tent. They've been in right center for many years, and they, anytime there's a review, they will hold up cards to tell everybody what they think, and
they got to have a few extra looks at this one.
To my eyes, it looks like once you don't see the ball.
All right, they're going safe.
They're going safe already. And she loves it.
Tracy Duez.
She loves it when the sign guys put up something, because the crowd, they have begun to believe whatever the sign guys say, even though, well, now they're 16 for 19 because they had one earlier today that they were correct.
But Wes, it's like the teams here, as the tournament goes on, they get better at their calls.
Well, we're going to get another look now. The foot is up. You can't see any white of this baseball.
Here comes the call. Safe.
She's laughing because she's thinking about the sign guys. Look at them high-fiving.
Tracy Duez, she's done a great job.
Yeah,
all the umpires have in this tournament. Eric Stonecipher behind the plate. Yashir Gassan's at second base. Richard Babalakwa is at third. So Charbonneau reaches on an infield single. And here's Merlin Newton III, the player that we highlighted in our open. He's pitching for the West tonight. And batting second. Off goes Charbonneau, pitches a called strike. He slides in with a stolen base. This team put up 16 runs in their first game, a rivalry game against California District 57, who they lost to in the District 57 championship. Newton III is out ahead of that pitch. He's down 0-2.
Speaking of District 57, that was an amazing comeback last night against Pennsylvania. Amazing.
11-10 after trailing 10-2. Two-strike pitch.
You gotta love Newton III's favorite TV show, Impractical Jokers. If you don't like Impractical Jokers, I mean, you just have zero sense of humor.
It's a great show. That gets me rolling, laughing. Here's the 1-2, and Dahlman spins around. Newton III against California District 57. He went 2 for 3 with a triple and 3 runs batted in. One-two pitch. Breaking ball slides in, called strike 3. Dahlman's got a strikeout, and there's one down.
This is more like a slurve right here. It's not a hard breaking pitch, but great grip right there. This is a curve ball, and it's not hard, but it's very effective.
Dahlman also flashes a fastball and a changeup as well with the curveball. North Dakota looking for him to mix it up and locate throughout this game. Spin back. Caleb Wan, the new batter. First baseman for Northern California tonight. First pitch off speed in the zone.
Cheeseburger, favorite food, much like you.
Agreed. I had an extra tooth when I was a young kid, and my parents called it my cheeseburger tooth because I loved eating cheeseburgers so much. That's hit hard back up the middle. Dahlman stopped it with his bare hand and gives a chance to make that play. Mortensen gets the out. And now the throw to third goes away. Charbonneau comes in and scores. He does so without a slide and gives the West a 1-0 lead in the first.
Well, every once in a while, we're going to watch this ball back right at Dahlman. And to Sam's point, he deflects it with this bare hand over to Mortensen. And then Kalbrenner, the first baseman, again, there's never been a throw that a 12 or 13-year-old didn't think they could make. Never.
Breaking ball inside on Mateo Duterte. One-0. And Duterte's ahead, a ball and a strike. Extra hitter for Northern California tonight. 1 run in. Up and outside, 2 balls and a strike. So a mistake on the throw to third brings in Charbonneau. Duterte ahead 2-1. Sends that one high in the air to center. Walgren backing up in front of the fence. It's off the wall. Stand-up double with 2 outs for Mateo Duterte. Northern California flexing their muscles in the first inning.
Well, we have yet to see a ball, at least I haven't, leave the yard in dead central, and this ball had a chance. It's off the base of the wall. Wallstrom had a little trouble with it.
Manager Mike Savello has said that this team throughout their postseason run has gotten better and better. They lost in their district championship, went on to sectionals, won the West Regional over some really tough Hawaiian and Southern Californian teams, and got their way here. Granada and Livermore Little Leagues, a combo.
About 20 miles apart, is that right?
Yeah, their motto for this team is one town, one team. And I think most of the town has shown up tonight.
Until they play each other.
2-strike pitch to Sorkin. Dahlman looking to work out of some trouble for North Dakota. Winners of their first 2 games, despite being out hit in both contests. Line drive over to short, hits off of Mortensen's glove into the outfield. Here comes Duterte. 2-0. The West with a big first inning. A pair of runs.
Well, it's a ball up in the zone from Dahlman.
Number 14.
And Sorkin hits it right on the button. Now Mortensen, you can see it just goes right underneath his glove. And then Duterte says, you know what? I'm going to score the second run.
Here's Colin Kinney. Check back over on first with Sorkin. Ground ball at the third base line, foul.
Weather best of the week so far today and tonight. It's beautiful.
By the time this game ends, we might get down to the 60s.
Well, hold on. You see what Kinney's wish is to hit the lottery so he can buy some fishing gear. Well, I tell you what, Colin, you could buy a whole lake if you hit the lottery.
You spin back and throw to first base. Much of this team has played together since T-ball, a very close-knit group for Northern California. Breaking ball outside, throw down to second base. And Sorkin steals it.
Well, there's no chance that Calbus, the catcher for North Dakota, is going to throw a runner out on a slow curveball like that. Get the break, takes a peek. Nothing wrong with that.
It's 2-2 on Kinney. Two balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Dahlman at 22 pitches. Misses that one for a full count. Kinney, a fan of Buster Posey, as I assume many players from this area are. The 3-2 pitch. Kinney grounds it over to third. Bad hop underneath Holman. Sorkin gets the wave around. Here comes the throw home. He is tagged out. Nicholson to throw from left. Kalbus put on the tag, but we're going to have our second review in the top of the first.
The previous play is under review.
So let's go back and see it again. But Wes, this was a wicked hop underneath Holman.
Well, it was, but again, we've seen this. If the infielder moves their feet, gets in front of the baseball, that won't happen. That ball actually goes right through the legs of Holman. Now we get a good look for Mickelson's throw into the dish to Kalbus, and it appears initially to look like Kalbus is behind the plate, and Sorkin's looks like he gets in there ahead of the tag initially. Right, great look right here.
There's
He's in.
Oh yeah,
he's in. Yeah.
Not all that close. I don't even know if the sign guys have to look at the review.
Oh, the sign guys are going to look at the review. But again, it's all about the deepness of Kalbus, the catcher. He was behind the dish, and you can see that Sorkin's foot is on the bag right there. And the sign guys, they already made their decision?
Yeah, they said safe.
You know, we told them that they need to pick up their game. They've been a little slow.
They're right on this one. They're fan favorites here. And I'm sure it's fun for them to see the local Little League playing in this game.
Well, it's interesting because the fans, this is the only thing, they have the sign guys, right? And so the fans are locked into right center anytime. And then they just go, hurry up, put it up, put it up. They're not even concerned. They're going to the snack stand now because the sign guys already made their decisions.
Here's the shirts.
They made special shirts.
Those are new for this year. And here we go. We'll have our call. Safe. Sorkin safe at home. It's a third run of the inning for Northern California. And Kinney got to second on that play as well.
Good base running by Kenny.
Now batting for the West, number 2, Jace.
A tough roll on Holman. Just didn't get there in place in time. And now Chase Bavona. Almost hit by the first pitch, and that allows Kinney to get to third. What a start for the West, who put up 16 runs in their game against California District 57. They scored 3 runs in the first inning of that one, and then continued to score throughout the game. It was a run rule victory. A ball and a strike. 3 runs in the first, 3 in the second, 1 in the third, 4 in the fourth, and the finishing touches 5 in the sixth to end that game early.
So what's interesting here, we've had 2 reviews in the top half of the first inning. And Northern California retained theirs. North Dakota lost 1. You get 2 per game.
And misses. 3 balls and a strike on Bavona. Green light, 3-1. He fouls it away. A Bobby Witt Jr. fan. He's the shortstop for this team. 3-2 pitch. Hit hard, back up the middle. It'll be another run for Northern California. Bavona with an RBI single. 4-0 in the first.
It's what you're taught as a hitter. Hit the ball right back up the middle, just out of the outstretched glove of Mortensen. And the 4th run comes across the plate for Northern California.
North Dakota is sending James Shee out to the bullpen to get warm. Dolman in some trouble. There's Shee. 30 pitches in the first inning. Caleb Savello, the manager's son, at the plate. First pitch strike. This team playing on their home field. The field where they lost the District 57 championship. Had to take the long way here. Pitch called a strike on the outer half, but Pavona gets a stolen base. 3 stolen bases in the inning, and that's something that Mike Savello said that he wanted to see from this group throughout this game. Aggressive swinging and aggressive on the bases.
Well, they're basically going every time they get a runner on first.
0-2. And it's a foul tip. Savello stays alive. Five hits in the first, resulting in 4 runs. Four hits in a row. Dolman 0-2 again. And it skips up on Calbus. Throw to third, won't be in time. Pavona takes it.
Well, how about Savello? On the previous pitch before this, watch this little juggling act. Yeah, not a problem. You could do that, couldn't you, Sam?
Yeah. Walk back in, get in the batter's box. Here we go. Ground ball, softly, right side. Weisbeck can't grab it. Pavona scores. 5 runs for Northern California.
Well, 35 pitches already for Dolman. It's a breaking pitch. It's up and away. Savello puts it in play. Weisbeck just had a little trouble with it, and looks like they're going to make a pitching change after so many pitches thrown. 35 already from Dolman.
There's going to be a courtesy runner on first base, with Savello being the catcher. And Dolman's night will come to a close early. He exits in the first inning. North Dakota goes to their bullpen after 5 runs allowed in the first inning. Up to this community, and you can see it with the outpouring of support and how many people have come out to see this game. A chance to go to the U.S. Championship with a win. James Shee is the pitcher for North Dakota, looking for one more out to end this 5-run first inning. Vincent Thielen will be the new batter for Northern California. Runner takes off. First pitch strike, no throw. And the courtesy runner at first base, Caleb Wan, is now on second. Two of the first 3 batters were retired in this first inning. 0-1 on Thielen. Since then, 5 consecutive base hits. Two and 1. Wes, we saw this last night with that District 57 in Pennsylvania game. Pennsylvania scored 5 in their half of the first inning, ended up losing.
Well, they did. They had a 10-2 lead after 4 innings, and we were talking about a possible run rule victory for Pennsylvania. District 57 said, "Shut up, Wes. We're coming back to win," and they did.
Cold strike, 2-2. Here's the pitch from Shee. And Thielen lays off for a full count. Thielen is a well-rounded athlete. He plays soccer, he swims, and flag football. That's a busy man right there. 3-2. Swing and a miss.
Good pitch.
She gets the strikeout. The first inning ends for Northern California, but they plate 5 before North Dakota. Big hitters gets the ball on the mound. Caleb Warren over at first.
Get that ball off the center field base of the wall.
And here's Caleb Mickelson to lead it off for North Dakota. First pitch ball. Mickelson has been their top hitter. 3 for 5 with a couple of RBIs so far and 2 runs scored in the tournament. Collectively, this lineup has been out hit 11-5 in their first 2 games, but they've won both of those ball games. Slow tapper. Newton the third grabs it. There's one out. Here's the North Dakota lineup, and Wes, it's going to have to be a better effort at the plate for them tonight, already down by 5.
Well, again, they've figured out a way. You mentioned not a lot of hits, but they've figured out ways to score runs.
Batting second for the Central team, number 2,
Colson Weisbeck, the new batter. There's the pitch from Newton. Gets behind Savello, ball 1.
But remember, we were talking, Sam, about the North Dakota regional up there and how many runs they were scoring in that regional. I mean, they have the ability to put a lot of runs on the board. I believe they've scored 17 a couple times in the 20s.
Inside strike on Weisbeck. They beat Missouri 15-0 in their second game of the regional. Took down Iowa 11-1, Michigan 22-1 in their 5th game. And their manager, Hans Anderson, told me that, well, they've won games in this tournament in a much different way than they won games in the regional. Their bats were the big highlight as Weisbeck has to duck under that pitch. Throughout the regional, like you said, Wes, many double-digit run performances. So it's been a little different for them. And now in this one, looking for those bats to wake up a bit more.
Well, I tell you what, so far, this is not a comfortable at bat if you're hitting against Merlin Newton the second. He throws a slider down and away, and then the next one is behind the hitter's helmet.
3-2. Weisbeck reaches out, strike 3. 2 up and 2 down for Newton the third.
We'll get a look at how Newton the second holds the ball. Look at the bottom. Now again, we can get fooled, or I should say I get fooled. Not you, Sam, but I get fooled sometimes because of the hands of these kids, the baseball, they got to put a lot of their hands, more fingers on it to command it. And sometimes it'll look like it's a changeup grip, but it's actually their fastball.
Tanner Holman, the third batter in this order. His twin brother Hayden right behind him. Their other brother Reed, you just saw, played on the 2023 Fargo Little League team that made it to Williamsport. And Wes, this is a baseball family because Tanner and Hayden Holdman have been the 2 best pitchers on this team and 2 of the most effective hitters as well.
Well, they've been a dynamic duo for this North Dakota team. The other day, it was excuse me, I should say. It was Hayden Holman started the game, left-handed pitcher, and then they flip-flopped later in the game. Tanner came in to relieve him.
Fly ball out to right. Moving in and making the catch to end the inning, Aiden Cheney. How do you do? 1, 2, 3. Down goes North Dakota in the bottom of the first inning. How about this?
She's encroaching on somebody back there. They said put the camera down. Look at that. You see they dove to get out of the way of the picture.
Maybe she's watching our broadcast.
Not a chance.
0-2 pitch on Marr. Sails to the backstop.
She's got it right in front of her. Look, I'll tell you why. I know for a fact, even though you can watch it on the app on your phone, if she was watching, they'd all let us know that they know they're on the 2.
That's a phone visor right there. 2 balls, 2 strikes with the sun setting in Livermore, California. Two balls, 2 strikes on Marr. Pops one the other way and foul.
James Shee came in to relieve his teammate Jack Dahlman in the first inning. And right off the bat, you can see James Shee, much better fastball. It's a much firmer fastball.
Just went to him a little earlier than they were expecting. First time that Shee has pitched in this tournament.
Well, hold on. Good fishermen can also run fast.
We'll see what Marr does on the bases. Up and away, ball 4. Marr will lead it off with a walk.
You know what that's a good skill for, in case you don't have fishing license. You go ahead and fish and catch and run. Shane, that's what that's good for.
Yeah, you're right.
And then who would be overseeing somebody that didn't have a license fishing?
A game warden.
Wow.
Look at this.
Come so far.
Look at this. We've learned about game wardens over the past couple of years here.
If you weren't with us last year, Sam, the reason I asked that, he didn't know what a game warden was. He had no clue.
Correct.
He thought it was actually a video game.
But we know now. It's Aiden Cheney at the plate, and now they have Marr in between first and second. The tag, and he's out.
Well, Marr guessed, the runner at first, that she was going to throw the ball to the plate. She did not. Kalbrenner, the first baseman, gives his shortstop Mortensen a very, very good throw, and that's the entire key to this play, is a good throw from your first baseman.
Ground ball hit to second base. Weisbeck makes the play. 2 batters faced and 2 outs for North Dakota. Now Northern California in that first inning did a majority of their damage with 2 outs in the inning. Now they go back to the top of the order with Cruz Charbonneau. Led this game off with a single. Charbonneau takes outside. 2 balls, no strikes. Charbonneau is a player that's been through the ringer as far as injuries. He broke his arm 3 years in a row and was unable to play baseball for a while.
My goodness. Not the same arm. Does it say?
I don't know. But still, it is unbelievable. Now he's playing on the biggest stage. 3-0's in for a strike. And as you go up and down, you look at these questionnaires for Northern California, Granada, Livermore Little Leagues. Many players say their best moment beating Hawaii in the regionals 4-3. Oh boy. Charbonneau gets hit with the pitch. He'll take first. Second time he's been on tonight as Shee runs in and hits him. That's a tough place to get hit. Looks like it right on the hand.
Well, you get a look at it here, and where does it get? Looks like it gets him on the top of the left shoulder, and then Charbonneau quickly looks out to Shi in a second here.
Well, Shi is going to be done now. It's a pitching change again for North Dakota. Their third pitcher used tonight, and we'll have him for you when we come back. Ends up at 5-7, a lefty, and looking to get the final out of the top of the second without any runs coming across. Already the third pitcher used by North Dakota in this game.
Both of these clubs are undefeated, so whoever loses is still alive.
The loser of this game takes on California District 57 in an elimination game tomorrow at 7 o'clock Pacific time, and Charbonneau is going to stay in this game. Winner of this one moves on to the U.S. Championship. Merlin Newton III, a strikeout looking his first time up. The starting pitcher for Northern California. Outside on the first offering by Erickson. Take a look at the shadows and what they're doing to the hitters right now. Sunlight right across the field. It's going to be like that for maybe 20 more minutes.
I'll put the timer on.
Two balls, no strikes on Erickson.
Well, the one thing that, because Erickson is a left-handed pitcher, it has shut down Northern California's run game, because they had run every single time on first pitch that they had a runner, but it's much more difficult to steal a bag and get a good jump when there's a left-hand pitcher on the mound, because as a runner you have to make sure that that left-handed pitcher who's looking right at you goes to the plate before you take off. Not the case with the right-hander. You just watch his right foot.
You see how easy it is for Erickson to go to first base. Two balls and a strike. Flings that one back to the backstop, so Charbonneau will cruise into second. And a 3-1 count on Newton III. Green light for Newton III. And he hits it foul on an outside pitch from Erickson. Newton III says that the person he looks up to the most is Sister Delaney. She had brain cancer when she was 2 and is now 12 years cancer free.
Bless her heart.
Here comes the payoff. Laid off outside. So back to back. Free passes. He tossed the bat over to the other dugout. And now we'll give it over on the away side. 2 outs and 2 on as the sun sets in Livermore, California.
I'll tell you what. We'll take some pictures.
Caleb Wan takes the first pitch strike. Our picturesque evening at Max Baer Field. A little over halfway done in this tournament. There's a strike. Had some elimination games yesterday, punching some tickets to the finals on each side of the bracket tonight. Puerto Rico already going to the international final. Vaughn fouls it back. and stays alive. Tenth pitch for Erickson, the third pitcher used for North Dakota. Here it comes on one. That's popped up and foul. This Northern California team has come out swinging it. 5 runs in the first from 6 hits. They've worked 2 walks and a hit by pitch in this inning. Juan takes outside, runner on third, gets there. Charbonneau took off. He was the only one. Newton, the third, stayed on first.
Yeah, that's interesting. But again, ideally, your runner at first keeps an eye on the runner at second, and if he takes off, then you'll take off. And there you see the signs from Calvis, the North Dakota catcher, telling his middle infield what they're going to do in case the runner at first takes off to steal, where they're going to throw the ball.
Pitch is a called strike 3. Juan is sat down, and Northern California is held off the scoreboard in the second. North Dakota looking to score their first run when we come back. Newton, the third.
But if you're watching on an app and you possibly have a watch party, hit us up on X. Send us a video of it. Tell us what it is. Top left of your screen. Those are our handles on X. It's been very light this year, Sam. Very, as in nobody. Like one person.
There's been a few. There's a strike on Holman.
I would imagine every team that's still playing in this tournament is still watching. Is watching right now.
Up high, swing and a miss. Holman goes down.
Because both of these teams they potentially could face. Little scouting.
Well, I'll tell you what the teams, the players and coaches love doing. They love going back and watching the games on ESPN Plus. After the game's over.
Really?
Strike on Charlie Mortensen. Well, a lot of the players were.
Well, the players, I get it.
Right. They come to this tournament and they're excited about a lot of things, but one of the things is getting a chance to play on ESPN Plus.
Well, they want to hear what you have to say about it.
No way.
Why wouldn't they?
There's Mortensen, the shortstop, a ball and a strike. And he hits one foul. One of the coaches last night, I believe it was California District 57's manager, he said he couldn't wait for the game to get over so we can go back and watch it. So it's exciting for the parents and coaches too.
Well, it's exciting for everybody. You know, we talk about the clubs, the teams, the players, and then take a look at some of the parents and all the dedication that they put into their son or daughter to play Little League. Drive them around as you see another strikeout for second out of this inning, but our umpires are all volunteers. Take a look at this fastball up and out of the zone. Just ties them up.
Back-to-back strikeouts for Newton, the third. He's got 3. And here's Rylan Erickson. Five up and 5 down on North Dakota in the first 2 innings. Strike 1.
All the coaching staffs, time they put in, the growth of all these youngsters.
Erickson goes for it and comes up empty. He's down to a 2-strike count.
We talked about it. Merlin Newton II is not a comfortable at bat.
Two strikes. Slow bouncer. Newton the third can't get to it. Charbonneau gets it there in time. It's 6 up and 6 down for Northern California. A 1-2-3 second. We go to Terry, who's got a double so far in this one.
Well, I think somebody was happy about getting a baseball, maybe.
You get to keep the foul balls here.
Well, you should.
Right. I've never actually caught a foul ball at any game.
Well,
ever.
Sam, listen. It's understandable.
Well, it's a hard thing to do. That ball is ripped. Duterte was ready for it, and it gets behind Holman. Duterte into second. My goodness. That ball was blasted off his bat. Shoot the arrow, young man.
Oh, boy. Did that sound like Duterte has his own fan club?
It got a big roar from the crowd.
You see it gets under the glove of Hayden Holman and right. Duterte keeps going, ends up on second base, and he says, you know what, let me just shoot a little bow and arrow.
Grant Sorkin, an RBI single so far tonight. Duterte gets the 7th hit of the game for Northern California. And it's stopped by Anderson.
Real good job by Anderson. That ball is a good 4 feet outside, and he got around it.
You know who Anderson's distant cousin is? Former Angels center fielder and first baseman Darren Erstad.
Ersty?
Mm-hmm.
Really?
Yeah.
Played at Nebraska.
Yeah. Punter
Football
on the national
player.
championship team.
Center fielder for the world champion Anaheim Angels at the time.
That's right.
As you were growing up, that's how you ended up falling in love with the Angels, right?
That's right.
Also was head coach at the University of Nebraska.
That's low and gets behind Anderson. Duterte strolls into third. A 2-0 count on Sorkin. Watch out. Wes, this is the part of the order that did the damage in the 5th inning. Duterte got the double, Sorkin singled. 5 straight base hits in this part of the order.
A generous strike on a 3-0 count. Close enough.
Albus gets the sign. 3-1 pitch. That's strike 2 on the outer half. Throw down to third. Trickles up the line. Duterte will come in and score. Northern California extends their lead. It's 6-0.
Well, Chase Anderson just came in to catch behind the plate for North Dakota. Thinks he had an opportunity to pick off Duterte.
And now Sorkin hits one out in the alley in right center field. That's a base hit. Back-to-back hits to begin the Northern California half of the third. Two singles. And now Duterte and Sorkin are both 2 for 2. Colin Kinney with an RBI single his first time up. Low and away.
Now, Northern California had been with the right-hand pitcher on the mound taking off anytime and every time they got a runner at first base.
Kinney line drive. That's caught by at second base by Weisbeck with a jump, and he puts it away.
Get a look at it here. It's a line drive. Weisbeck.
So one away, one on for Chase Pavona. RBI single his first time up. And now a pickoff move to first gets away. Sorkin will take an extra base. Pavona awaiting the first offering. Breaking ball slides in on a good pitch from Calbus. Overall in this tournament, the West has met the Central 7 times, and the West has come out on top 5 of those meetings. Ground ball over to short, picked up by Mortensen. Good throw to first, 2 outs. Back-to-back batters retired on the line out by Kinney and the ground out by Pavona. Sorkin gets to third, and it's Caleb Savello with 2 away and a runner on third.
This is eerily similar to last night's game that we saw between Pennsylvania and California 57. Pennsylvania got out to a lead very similar.
Savello way out in front. And last night's game had so many momentum shifts. It seemed like every play went a different way. But North Dakota has to wake up those bats. They've been 6 up and 6 down in the first 2 innings. One.
Good breaking pitch.
Calbus maybe starting to find that feel for the breaking ball. Look at all those fans on the left side of your screen packing in. 1-2. Popped up, back, and foul.
And we'll get a look at what it looks like if you're standing where they're at. Well,
see how much that fence is moving?
Well,
he gets jammed, blooper, and the slide and the catch by Weisbeck ends the inning. The second baseman makes a pick. Yeah.
Kept following it and following it.
Whoa. There's the first base runner right there. James Shee gets hit with the pitch.
Well, we're going to look. There's that blue and yellow. Now, is there a part of you that wants to maybe just untie that or cut it, just see where it goes in?
It's fun to watch. Drifting up in the air. You never know where it's going to go.
Well, you don't. And then all of a sudden you lose sight of it. And
right.
You wonder what happens after that. Does a bird hit it? Airplane hit it? What happens?
You never know. It ends up on the ground somewhere. Chase Anderson, first at bat tonight. Now the catcher for North Dakota.
Owning a cattle ranch in Montana.
Ground ball to second base. Charbonneau to second for 1. Double play. 4-6-3.
Boy, this is immaculate glove work, and it's double play, a 4-6-3. It starts with the feed from the second baseman, and it's perfect over to Pavona. Just beautiful textbook double play.
With 2 outs, batting for the Central team, number 5, Reed Walgren.
Reed Walgren watches a first pitch strike. 22 runs in just 9 innings of play in this tournament for Northern California. Walgren goes down. 4 strikeouts for Newton III.
The Dogs love it.
Vincent Thielen leads off their half of the 4th. Calvis still the pitcher for North Dakota. And a pitch inside for ball 1. Wes, it slowed down a bit. 5 runs in the first for the West. Just 1 run since then. They've threatened, but North Dakota has stopped the bleeding for now. Thielen pulls one, and it's caught in left field. James Shee now playing left, puts it away.
Get a look at Shee in left, right at him.
Number 5, Bowen Marr.
2-hand catch, launches it all the way in. Owen Marr sends one up in the air. It'll be caught. No. Dropped in center by Walgren. He tumbles over, almost made the catch. It falls for a base hit for Marr.
Well, we've seen a lot of these little pop-ups that in between the infielders and the outfielders, and Walgren does all he could to possibly catch that ball. No such luck for him.
Final batter in the order for Northern California, Aiden Cheney. Runner takes off. Pitch goes over Cheney. And Marr's on second. Cheney's got a fan club here.
Well, I think there's a cheerleading crew for Northern California, because every hitter that comes up.
There's a bouncer foul. He's 0 for 1, a ground out to second base so far. And then it's back to the top with Cruz Charbonneau. Northern California looking to pad this already 6-0 lead. Pitch from Calvis. Hit over to short. Couple of hops, scooped up. No play. Well, over there now is Charlie Mortensen.
Yeah, the only thing Charlie Mortensen could have done if he had another opportunity is just to run right through this baseball and not worry about the runner at second base. Just run through it and get rid of it and try to get the out at first.
2 on with 1 out. Top of the order for Northern California. Cruz, Charbonneau. Calvis will step off. Charbonneau lays off for a called strike. He's been on twice, a single and a hit by pitch in on the hand last time. Up high. Calvis, a look over at second. That's a called strike 2 on Charbonneau. Ten hits for Northern California, 6 runs to show for it. And there's Calvis giving a look at Marr on second. Charbonneau pokes it back.
Well, Calvis gave Marr 3 looks at second base. See how many.
1, 2. Up high, and the runners took off that time. Throw to third. Tagged out. Trying to steal third. There's 2 away in the inning. Oh, there's was doing that. Good throw by Anderson.
Looks. It's interesting though because the runner was thrown out. That was only 2 looks. Good throw from Anderson down to Holman, his third baseman.
It's 2-2 on Charbonneau. Back to throw it to second base, which is occupied by Cheney now. Calbus has been the catcher for North Dakota. High fly ball. This will be a tough play down the left field line. It drops. Cheney around third in to score. And still, third base is wide open. Charbonneau gets there. Seven to nothing. Charbonneau on a pop-up to shallow left, plates a run, and gets to third.
Well, we're going to take a look at this trifecta of players, and nobody can get to it. Charbonneau, the hitter, it was like he was on a timed run around the bases to get to third. He was just flying around.
Here's Merlin Newton the third, a walk and a strikeout tonight. Charbonneau's on third base, 2 outs in the inning, pulled down the line, base hit. Extra bases for Newton the third. A run comes in. He's got a double. Eight nothing in the fourth.
This is not a bad pitch from Calbus. It's down and it's away, but Newton the third just hooks it inside the left field line and knocks another run in. Ends up in scoring position.
Caleb Wan, 0 for 2, a ground out and a strikeout looking. Wan takes for a strike. And this home crowd is going bananas at Max Bear Field. Tarps off again in right field.
Well, they got the shirts off in the stands. Cal 50.
0-1. That's pulled but foul by Wan, and he's down 0-2. Boy, is he an intimidating hitter at the plate. He reminds me of that Pacheco kid for Hawaii last year.
Yeah?
The guy had a lot of power. That's what Wan looks like in the box right now. Two-strike pitch. He got him swinging. Drop third strike. Inning over. So Wan goes down on strikes. Northern California plates a pair more, and their lead has grown to 8. It's it off for North Dakota. Merlin Newton III has an RBI double at the plate, and he's got a dominant outing in the works on the mound. No hits allowed through 3 innings and 4 strikeouts. Kalbrunner's late.
Well, on top of that, Newton II has been very, very efficient with his pitch count.
It's 2 balls and a strike on Kalbrunner.
Newton III.
Kalbrunner lays off. 3 balls and a strike. First batter of the last North Dakota half inning was hit by a pitch. It was James Shee. Next batter was Anderson. He grounded out into a double play. Popped up and foul by Kalbrunner. 3 balls and 2 strikes. Bouncer. That's back to Newton, the third. He takes care of it. So Kalbrunner works it to a full count, but a bouncer right back to the pitcher is out number 1. And Jack Dahlman, who started off on the mound today for North Dakota, will step in for his first at-bat.
Number 8, Jack Dahlman.
Ground ball left side. Third baseman Sorkin picks it up. 2 outs.
Well, this place, we keep talking about how full it is. It is to the rim. Straight down. Right field line, left field line. 3 deep in the outfield. Stands packed.
A 1 pitch. Anderson's down 0-2. And if Northern California closes this out, we might see an even bigger crowd for the U.S. Championship. Terry is now playing third base for Northern California. 1-2. Down he goes. Anderson looks at strike 3. It's another 1-2-3 frame.
Caleb Mickelson. 5'7", $120.
Here's a ball and a strike. Up high.
Now, Caleb Mickelson's favorite athlete is Shane Pinto. Who is that, Sam?
I recognize the name.
I didn't ask if you recognize it. Who?
Is that a hockey player?
Oh, well, there you go. He's a forward hockey player for the Ottawa Senators, and he played college hockey at North Dakota. Wow. So that makes a lot of sense.
Well, that was going to lead me into my next point. Who's the most famous baseball player from Fargo, North Dakota?
Now batting for the West team, number 4.
If you're asking me, don't expect to get an answer. I got no clue.
Roger Maris.
Okay.
Here's Grant Sorkin, a couple of hits, and he's got his third one. Terry to second, third single of the game for Sorkin, and there's 2 on to begin the Northern California half of the 5th. Yes, Roger Maris from Fargo, North Dakota, graduated from Shanley High School. Of course, set the single season MLB home run record, 61 in 1961. There's a travel ball team in Fargo named the Fargo 61s after him. Yeah, that man right there, Hans Anderson, was telling me that in Fargo they have a Roger Maris Day. The family comes back and it's a whole event.
Really?
Yeah, really big in youth sports.
Beautiful country up there. Countryside.
It'll be Colin Kinney to bat for Northern California. 2 on and nobody out. Now we can talk about a potential run rule scenario. If Northern California can get their lead to 10 or more, all they need is 3 more outs to close out this game. Kinney has an RBI single. He's 1 for 2. Pitch. Fouled back. A 1. And Kinney pops it straight up. Anderson, the catcher, is called off. Mickelson's the one to make the play.
They actually called the infield fly rule, which is the correct call there.
Yeah, first and second. So infield fly was called before it came down. There's the first out. Chase Pavona is 1 for 2, an RBI single and a ground out. Fly ball by Pavona. That's going to find the grass. Duterte puts the brakes on at third. Northern California loads the bases up with 1 out in the top of the 5th. And they are in perfect position to push this lead to 10.
Now batting for the West, number 6, Caleb Savello.
Caleb Savello's 1 for 2. There's the run rule rules. North Dakota is the home team. That ball's back up the middle and caught in center field by Walgren. Second out of the inning.
With 2 outs.
So North Dakota trying to extend their chances by holding Northern California off the scoreboard. Vincent Thielen's 0 for 2. Thielen almost gets hit. High bouncer over to third, gloved. It's Holman, makes the throw. And Northern California is held off the scoreboard in the top of the 5th. They take their 8-0 lead to the bottom half in Livermore.
Bring it in.
Bottom 5. Eli Calbus, the final batter in the order for North Dakota, makes his first plate appearance. And still no hits on the North Dakota side. Two balls, no strikes. Merlin Newton III tossing a gem right now for the West representatives. 5 strikeouts. There's a strike. His only blemish was a hit batter on James Shee that led off the 3rd. Hit foul by Calbus. 2-2. .49 pitches, 30 for strikes. 2-2. Calbus goes down swinging. Strikeout number 6 for Newton III. And one time through the order, he has yet to give up a hit, and his night is going to come to a close. 50 pitches, and Merlin Newton III will come off to a standing ovation from the Granada and Livermore Little League faithful. New arm to pick things up for the West when we come back.
Needed.
And that would be the U.S. Championship. Colin Kinney is the new pitcher for Northern California. It's Mickelson, the leadoff man for North Dakota, still trying to find their first hit. Kenny's got some length. It's 6 foot tall. That's hit on the right side. Charbonneau makes the play. First 2 batters have been retired. The only base runner for North Dakota came in the 3rd inning when James Shee was hit by a pitch to lead that inning off. Colson Weisbeck.
Number 2, Colson Weisbeck.
He struck out swinging, the first one for Newton the 3rd tonight. Right by him.
My goodness. Good arm by Kenny.
This looks like a very complete team from Granada and Livermore Little Leagues. One town, one team has been their motto. They lose in the District 57 championship to Bollinger Canyon, who is our representative here as well from District 57. They go the long way through the tournament to get here. A team that's gotten better as the games have gone on. Foul back.
Well, I think what's impressive is how they got back here into the World Series. And Livermore is who they beat from Southern California and Hawaii.
Up high. So a full count on Weisbeck. North Dakota trying to get something going. We saw an 8-run deficit last night. 3-2. And Weisbeck is on with a walk. Second base runner tonight for North Dakota.
Now batting for the Central team, number 10, Tanner Holman.
Tanner Holman's 0 for 1, a fly out to right field. North Dakota 2-0. They took down Pennsylvania 3-2 on Sunday, and Louisiana 7-5 a few days ago on Monday. A Louisiana team from a little league that won this tournament 2 years ago. Got him. Holman goes down looking. Kinney picks up a strikeout, and the inning is over. Still no hits for North Dakota. Northern California controls 8-0. Bowen Marr rolls the first pitch of the inning over to second base. Kalbrenner is over there now, and the throw to first is in time. Anderson's playing first base for North Dakota now. So 1 pitch and 1 out to begin the top half of the 6th inning. Smile, guys, you're on TV.
He didn't want to on the right. There's no, whatever happened in between pitches wasn't good.
There's Aiden Cheney, 1 for 2 with a single. He pops up the first pitch. It reminds me of when I was a kid. I used to follow my Little Leagues All-Star team through Southern California. We were in District 30, Tustin Western Little League. There's a swing and a miss. Famous alum from there, Sean Green.
Had one of his great seasons with the Dodgers.
Yeah. 2-strike pitch on Cheney. Little blooper, right side. That ball finds the grass. He's got his second hit tonight. Last batter in the order has a 2-hit ball game for Northern Cal.
It's not a bad pitch from Mickelson. You see the grip goes down to get it. Round bat, round ball. You never know which direction it's going to go.
He fights off that ball and shortens up the swing on the inside pitch. And we go back to the top of the Northern California order. Cruz at Charbonneau. He's been on 3 times. A couple of base hits and a hit by pitch as well. And now they've got Cheney in between first and second. He slides in. Safe. Tag was too late. Good pickoff move by Mickelson. And Cheney beats it out. He doesn't know how he did it, but he did.
Well, we'll get a look. Ball beats him, but the tag does not. I think they're gonna possibly check this.
So North Dakota will use their first challenge. Hans Anderson, their manager, over to the West manager, Mike Savello, and just a little shrug. Why not? If we get more sign guys action. A reminder, this is not an elimination game, so the loser of this game will take on California District 57 tomorrow, and the winner of that will take on the winner of this game in the U.S. Championship.
Well, Cheney was the runner at first. He's picked off to the first baseman Anderson, who makes a good throw to Charlie Mortensen, albeit high, for Charlie being the shortstop. The ball clearly beats Cheney in the air to the bag.
They've been perfect today. Here's our call. All right. Sign guys 7 for 7 today.
Wow.
Oh, banner day for them. So runner on second. Charbonneau has yet to see a pitch in this at-bat. Here's the pitch from Mickelson. And he'll step off. Again, Northern California just needing 2 runs to get in that run rule territory and needing only 3 outs to end this game in the 6th, which they did against District 57, a run rule victory 16-6 in that game. Skips up on Anderson, and Cheney will stay put. And off goes Cheney for third. That was the 10th stolen base of this game for Northern California. He catches the zone for a strike on a 3-0 pitch. The West was the U.S. champion last year from Central East Maui Little League. Fell to Venezuela in the final. That's a walk on Charbonneau. 1 out in the inning, runners on the corners. And here's Merlin Newton III, who tossed a gem on the mound, 4 in the 3rd, no hit innings with 6 strikeouts. He's already had an RBI double in this one as well.
Number 8, Merlin Newton III.
Well, the key runner for Northern California right now is Charbonneau at first. They get him across the plate in this inning. They got an opportunity to end this game.
Up high, off goes Charbonneau, no throw. How about 4 stolen bases for Cruz Charbonneau tonight? That's in the dirt. Anderson goes back to pick it up. And Hans Anderson will call time and go out and talk things over with Mickelson. He's at 23 pitches, and his night's going to be over. North Dakota pitching change. A 2-0 count with runners on second and third, and an 8-0 ball game and a new arm.
What happened to my lenses? I can't see a thing. Well, the covers were on.
Yeah, that was good TV. 2-0 on Merlin. Newton the third with a new pitcher. Drive into left field. There's a base hit. He'll have more bases, and 2 runs will score. There's your 10-run Northern California lead. A 3 RBI night for Merlin Newton III to back up his 4 1/3 innings on the mound of no-hit baseball. He has had a night to remember.
Well, it's a breaking ball from Weisbeck, and we talked about Newton III in the open and how powerful he has been with the bat. Tonight, double duty. Sensational on the mound and with the bat.
Caleb Wan is 0 for 3, a couple of strikeouts and a ground out. Weisbeck, the new pitcher for North Dakota. His first pitch tattooed out into left center field. Hit the other way. There's a wide open gap right there. Newton the third speeds to home. 11-0. He takes a tumble after he hits home. But he'll plate the 11th run of the game for Northern California.
Well, he's smiling, and that's a good sign. And anytime you can get up after you've fallen like that, I mean, it's good fun for your teammates. There's a base hit to right field. And then Newton the third, watch this. Is Newton the third. He says, let me get to be the 11th run. Trips over the catcher's helmet.
Juan's going to steal second. It's a 1-0 count on Duterte. 2 doubles for him tonight. He has shown off how good of a player he is in this game. Right back up the middle, hits off of Weisbeck. It's trickling on the left side. Everybody's safe. Mortensen there for the backup.
Now batting for the West, number 4.
This team just hits the ball hard.
They really do. And again, we saw California 57, and we know they have scored off earlier in a regional. They both come to play, and they both can swing the pole.
Grant Sorkin has 3 hits, all singles, 1 run driven in. Looking like North Dakota is going to take on California District 57 tomorrow with a chance to go to the U.S. Championship game. They pitch inside, and there goes Duterte. Despite the lead, Northern California keeping up the aggressiveness on the base paths. Sorkin flies one the other way. Juan comes in from third. Terry is right behind him. The throw from right field. He's safe. And now Sorkin in between first and second. They'll play pickle with him. Low throw to second base. That's into left field. Sorkin stops on second. 13-0 Northern California in a 5-run top of the sixth.
We'll get a look at this base hit to right. 2 more runs come in for Northern California, and then the rundown, an errant throw. He ends up on second base. Looks like North Dakota is going to make another pitching change.
Well, Hans Anderson's out there talking with the entire infield. They've used quite a few pitchers tonight, but most of them should be eligible to be used in a later game if needed. She only threw 20 pitches. Erickson threw 12. Weisbeck has thrown 7 so far. He's going to stay on the mound with Sorkin on second base. So 5 runs in the first for Northern California. They've kept it up here. 5 runs in the top of the sixth. 13 overall for the ball game. 19 hits. Colin Kinney sends one into orbit to left field and gone. Deep into the Livermore night. And he sends this home crowd into a frenzy.
My goodness. This is a breaking ball that Colin Kinney pulls his hands in, hooks it like a rocket over the left field wall into the night.
With how up and in that pitch was, Wes, I can't believe that he got the barrel on it.
Just a real good job, and it's like North Dakota's going to make another pitching change, and 4 runs on 8 pitches. This Northern California offense tonight. Wow.
Reed Walgren comes in from center field. 18-0. That one's hit the other way. Northern California is finding all sorts of gaps tonight. Third hit for Bavona. They've had 21 hits in this game.
That is without question the most in this tournament so far in one game.
Caleb Savello 1 for 3 with a single. And there's a strike, and we don't see Bavona take over to second. Move over to second.
They've taken advantage of 5 North Dakota errors.
Savello's hit with the pitch. And now for Northern California, Vincent Thielen will be the 11th batter of the inning. Bowen Marr started off this frame, unbelievably, with a 4-3 putout. Every batter after him has gotten on base. There's Walgren's pitch. Thielen's 0 for 3, a strikeout, a flyout, and a ground out. And he gets hit. Northern California will bat around as Bowen Marr, who started off this inning, will come back up. And now every batter in this order has reached base safely.
Now batting to the west, number 5, Bowen Marr.
Pitch on Marr is outside. A walk, a single, and a ground out for Marr. Bases loaded, 15-0 absolute domination for Northern California as they are about to head to the U.S. Championship.
Good pitch by Waldron right there. Nice little breaking pitch.
Marr takes it outside. North Dakota throwing a plethora of pitchers. Waldron's the 7th one. It's 3-1. And don't forget, on the other side, North Dakota has yet to get a hit so far.
There is that suspense.
And you see the line score, 21 hits, nothing for North Dakota. Can they find their first one in the next half inning? High bouncer over to third. Holman has it. And there is the second out of the inning, but another run comes in to score. Bavona crosses home, and there's the 16th run. So Bowen Marr has been the 2 outs of this inning. He's grounded out twice. And we're going to see over at third, it's going to be a courtesy runner for Savello, the catcher.
Now batting for the west, number 7.
So Marr goes back out there to take over third. Cheney with a couple of singles tonight. First one sails over him and back to the screen. In the bottom of the 6th, it'll be the middle of the North Dakota order. Holman, Mortensen, Erickson. As they try and get their first hit. That one's low behind Anderson. Here comes Marr. 9 runs in the top of the 6th. And Northern California plates another. It's 17-0.
He scored 9 runs in this inning.
I think the vibes are pretty high in that dugout. That's popped up back and foul.
And to think Kinney, the hitter right now, with 1 out, was at second base. He got picked off and then was called safe. They reviewed it. Call stood. 9 runs later.
2-2. Walgren's 2-strike pitch. Is fouled back. He floats it in there. Cheney hits one to first base. That's picked up, and the inning is over. Northern California puts up a 9 spot. They lead 17-0, 3 outs away from a U.S. Championship game appearance.
By North Dakota.
Hayden Holman leads off the inning.
They have accumulated the most hits by any team in a game in this tournament.
3 balls, no strikes. North Dakota's only had 2 base runners, a hit batter and a walk. That has been it. Kinney's gone 2/3 of an inning. Merlin Newton III went the first 4 1/3. It'll be a leadoff walk for North Dakota. and their third base runner tonight. In a situation where the run rule could be in effect, Northern California leading it by 10+ runs in the 6th. There's a high swing and a miss by Mortensen. So North Dakota will take on California District 57 tomorrow at 7 o'clock Pacific time. Winner of that goes to the U.S. Championship to take on this Northern California team. Line drive, and it's caught at third base. Back to first. Double play. Sorkin makes the catch, and he goes back to Juan at first to double him up.
Boy, I tell you what. This is a tremendous play. The line drive and doubles up the runner at first.
Rylan Erickson, the final batter, final chance for North Dakota. If Northern California pulls this off, it'll be the second combined no-hitter in the history of this tournament. There's a strike. Two-one. Ground ball left side. Sorkin has it. High throw in time. Northern California punches their ticket to the U.S. Championship with a no-hitter and a 17-0 win over North Dakota.
Well, we talked about it. You mentioned it, Sam. It was just pure domination from this Northern California club. They got great pitching, took advantage of 5 North Dakota errors, and they move on. And if you're a North Dakota fan, it's just a loss. You're not eliminated, and another game coming.
Merlin Newton III goes 4 1/3, 6 strikeouts. Colin Kinney finishes it off with an inning and 2/3. No hits allowed, and the lineup